Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. Dear brothers and sisters, continuing again with chapter 28 and the story of Moses. Beautiful story, beautiful lessons, and that's the kind of education comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly to Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam through the words of the Quran. And Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, he yatlu, he recite these ayat to his followers. Their followers learn the lessons and stay these lessons stay for these times and ages and centuries until it comes to us right now. Dear brothers and sisters, yesterday we discussed how Moses alayhi salam, he committed a mistake killing the guy because the self-control, and he admitted that the devil was the one who has manipulated the truth and manipulated the situation, and he caused him to do a mistake. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have forgiven him. And then the next time when it happened, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bringing us another scene. He controlled. That is what we're talking about, the self-control. He learned. And this is what it is. The whole economical, technological, societal advancements and progress we have at this time is from self-improvement. We make mistakes, we correct the mistakes. There is defects inside it, we correct those. So that's the same thing in the human nature. We did something previously wrong, we need to correct it, and we need not to do it again. That's the believer. That's a smart person. So that is what exactly Moses alayhi salam did. When he realized that he committed a mistake by killing that guy, he didn't really intend to kill him, but he pushed him wherever the guy fell and he died. He understood that I have to calm down. I have to use my power where in the appropriate situation when it's needed. And that's why the next time he restrained the guy, and he didn't go and kill anybody or did anything. But at that point, everybody knew that Moses, he killed somebody. And that's why somebody came to tell him that you have to leave town. Then Moses, he came, he left the town, he ran, and he was so looking around him because people are like around him were, looking to capture him. And he said, I left this town, which has people who are the qawm al-zalimin, the people who are doing wrong deeds, wrong actions, and bad deeds, bad actions. Where did he learn this? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the same dua Asya, the wife of the Pharaoh, will say, رَبِّنَا جِنِّ مِنَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. So the same thing is, he learned it from, you have a mu'min, which is a believer, Asya, and you have his mom as well. So all of these things contributed to Moses' strong belief and iman. Then we'll come down to another scene, which is Moses leaving Egypt. Who will he ask for help? Allah. Brothers and sisters, throughout our life, there is a lot of desperate situations. You find betrayal, people betraying you. People stab you from the back. People are trying to change the truth, manipulate the truth. And you have to stay on course. You have to be strong. You have to believe in Allah and gain your strength from Allah. At this situation, and there are a lot of times the person is by himself, alone, solo. And this is exactly the situation of Moses alayhi salam. He was by himself. He has to leave. He has no food, water. Even they're saying that he was barefooted. Dear brothers and sisters, That situation can happen to each one of us in a different ways. Return to Allah. Ask Allah for help. Because there will not gonna be any resolutions. Nothing is gonna help other than, because everybody now is away from you. Everybody is not gonna wanna help you. But the only one who can help you is Allah. In this kind of situation. So all the time have that connection. And this is what Moses did. He left Egypt. He doesn't know even where is Madian or where he's heading, but he is like, okay, Allahumma قال عسى ربي أن يهديني سواء السبيل. Oh, may Allah give me the right direction, the right path. So he asked Allah and Allah guided him. Then again, when he went to Madian, again, the demeanor, the heart of the believer has to be all the time kind, loving, and doing charity, doing acts of kindness. And this is what happened. Moses, remember, Allah is the director of all the scenes which happening on earth right now, in every situation. So he has to come traveling from Egypt. Listen, going to Madian. He was looking for water, he's thirsty. Then he find a well. And at that exact time, there's two ladies coming. And they're trying to get water from the well. But there was men, they were waiting. So number one, it gives us an indication that the women were shy. And being shy and not getting mixed with men is something Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala desires. Chastity and no mixing, it's a very important thing. That's number one. Number two, Moses, a guy who want to do good. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said in the Quran before, in the previous ayat, he said that Allah gave him the wisdom. Allah have given him the knowledge. So he understood that in order for Allah to give me something, I have to do something. You want good from Allah? Do good. You want Allah to help you and give you bounties and help and money and health? Volunteer. Do acts of goodness. Do acts of goodness. Allah will give you good. And that's what he did. He didn't expect anything from these two ladies. But he saw them. Why are you waiting there? They said, we are coming here to get some water. Our father is an old guy and we want to get some water from that well. So he said, okay, let me do this for you. And then he went to the back and he went back to the tree and he sat underneath the tree. And he sat underneath the tree. What kind of, he didn't expect money. He didn't expect anything in reward. He did the act, he gave them the water, and he left. He sat down and he made dua. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, I'm in a desperate situation of help. Help me. And you see, so why we need to get here into the kindness, loving acts, which Allah loves. If we do acts of goodness, Allah will help us. And this is what happened. The whole situation of Moses, who didn't have money, who didn't have water, who didn't have food, he was being sent to the wise man, as we said the last time, that he might be Shu'aib, the prophet, or not. That doesn't really concern us, but he was a wise man. So فسقى لهما ثم تولى إلى الظل فقال ربي إني لما أنزلت إلي من خير فقير. In store for me. So said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whatever provision you may have in store for me, please bring it. I am in need. I'm in desperate need for it. Then after that, they went home. They came back. They said, come, Allah, our Father want to talk to you, want to give you some money or some reward for what you have done for us. Then he went and he opened a casual conversation with the guy. وَقَصَّ عَلَيْهِ الْقَصَص. He talked to him where I'm coming from, what happened to me, my life story. He talked to him about all of his life story. قَالَ لَا تَخَفْ. Don't be afraid. نَجَوْتَ مِنَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. What you have done is with Allah's mercy, Allah protecting you, and you left this town and you have been saved, rescued from the wrongdoer people or wrongdoers. Then here one of the ladies suggested, يا أبت قالت إحداهما يا أبت استأجره إن خير من استأجرت القوي الأمين. So the ladies, he said, okay, we have some money. Our dad situation is not that bad, so he can afford to have a servant or a helper. So the guy, he knew that he has two young ladies and a man. And then one of the most important thing the lady said is, the best one you can hire, al-qawi. Al-qawi here means somebody who's capable and able to do the job with intelligence, efficiency, ability. It doesn't just mean physical or muscular strength. No. He's able to do his job. You know, for example, for now, somebody who needs to have the computer skills, that's qawi. Somebody who is able to communicate. His writing skills, his communication skills are good. That's qawi. Al-Amin, somebody who's honest. Because you can have the first qualities, but the one is not honest and not truthful. And you can have the second quality, truthfulness and honesty. But on the other hand, the person doesn't have the strength or the ability to do the job. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين.